You're broadcasting weakness every single day, and you don't even realize it. While you're focused on what you're saying, your body language, your reactions, and your tiny habits are screaming to everyone around you that you're easy to dominate, and they're picking up on it. Here's what most people don't understand about strength and weakness. It's not about your muscles or how loud your voice is. It's about 1,000 microsignals you're constantly sending out. The way you stand when someone challenges you, how quickly you reach for your phone when things get awkward, where your eyes go when someone stares you down. And here's the brutal part. People are reading these signals unconsciously. They're not actively thinking this person is weak. They're just feeling it. And then they treat you accordingly. The good news is that once you see these signals, you can eliminate them immediately. So let's go through all 12, and I want you to be completely honest with yourself as we do this. Number 1 is that you apologize for existing. Listen to how often you say, "Sorry. Sorry, can I just squeeze past you? Sorry to bother you, but I have a quick question. Sorry, is anyone sitting here?" You're apologizing before you've even done anything wrong. You're apologizing for taking up space, for having needs, for asking basic questions. This is probably the loudest weakness signal there is. When you constantly apologize for existing, you're essentially telling everyone around you that you don't deserve to be there, that you're an imposition, that you're asking them to please not hurt you, and they won't respect you for it. Why would they? You just told them not to. The fix is simple. Kill the unnecessary apologies. If you haven't actually wronged someone, don't say sorry. You can say, "Excuse me," or just, "Hey," or sometimes nothing at all, but stop saying sorry for being alive. Number 2 is that your eyes drop first. Someone challenges what you just said. Someone stares you down across the room. Someone disagrees with you in a meeting, and your eyes immediately find the floor or dart away to something else. This is completely primal. Every mammal on the planet understands this dynamic. Whoever breaks eye contact first is submitting. You just told that person they're above you in the hierarchy. You surrendered without anyone even throwing a punch. And once you've done it once with someone, you'll keep doing it because you've already established that dynamic between you. The fix is to hold eye contact for about 2 seconds longer than feels comfortable. I'm not talking about aggressive staring or trying to intimidate anyone. Just calm, steady, unwavering presence. Make them be the one who looks away first. Number 3 is that you fill every silence. A conversation naturally pauses for a moment, maybe 3 seconds of quiet, and you immediately panic and start babbling just to fill the void. Nervous laughter, random observations about the weather, repeating what you just said but phrased slightly differently. Weak people are terrified of silence. Strong people actually use it as a tool. When you rush to fill every moment of silence, what you're really saying is, "I'm uncomfortable right now. I desperately need your approval. Please like me." The fix is to just let silence exist. Breathe through it. Wait. Let the other person feel whatever discomfort there is. Silence is only awkward if you decide it's awkward and try to fix it. Number 4 is that you make yourself physically small. And I mean this literally. You slouch. You cross your arms protectively over your chest. You take up as little space as possible when you sit down. Hunched shoulders, hands shoved deep in your pockets, chin pointed down toward the ground. You're physically shrinking yourself, and everyone around you notices it, even if they're not consciously thinking about it. You're broadcasting, "I'm not a threat. I'm trying to disappear. Please just ignore me." This is absolutely basic body language. Small posture equals low status, which equals weak. The fix is to deliberately take up space. Pull your shoulders back. Keep your chest open. Uncross your arms. Stand like you own whatever room you're in, even if you don't. Number 5 is that you laugh at your own expense. Someone makes a joke where you're the punchline, and you laugh. Not just a polite chuckle, but loudly. First, harder than anyone else in the room. You think you're being a good sport and showing you can take a joke. What you're actually doing is telling everyone present that it's completely okay to disrespect you. You're giving them permission to keep doing it. Self-deprecating humor can be fine when you're initiating it from a position of strength. But laughing along when someone else mocks you? That's just weakness on display. The fix is simple. Don't laugh. Give them a deadpan stare instead. Or calmly redirect with something like, "Is that supposed to be funny?" and watch them squirm. Number 6 is that you check your phone whenever you're nervous. Uncomfortable conversation happening? Reach for the phone. awkward silence developing. Phone. Someone's clearly upset with you? Time to check those notifications. This is what's called a pacifying behavior. You're essentially self-soothing, like a child reaching for their security blanket. And everyone around you can see exactly what you're doing. You just showed them you can't handle even basic discomfort. Strong people can sit with discomfort and let it exist. Weak people immediately reach for their dopamine escape hatch. The fix is to keep your hands empty and your eyes present. Face the discomfort directly. Let it wash over you. I promise you'll survive it. Number 7 is that you agree when you actually disagree. Someone says something you completely disagree with, and you nod along anyway. Yeah, totally. I can see what you mean. That makes sense, I guess. But you don't actually agree. You're just avoiding any potential conflict. You're too afraid to express a different opinion because they might not like you if you disagree with them. This is pure weakness. You're lying to keep the peace, and people can feel the dishonesty radiating off you. The fix is to disagree when you disagree. Calmly, without apologizing for it. I actually see it differently. I don't agree with that. Just stand on your own ground. Number 8 is that you over-explain everything. Someone questions a decision you made, and you immediately launch into this 10-minute explanation justifying every angle, defending every detail, overcompensating for their simple question. Why do you do this? Because deep down you don't trust your own judgment. You need external validation. You need them to fully understand so they'll finally approve. Strong people make decisions and move forward. Weak people defend every single choice like they're on trial for their life. The fix is one sentence, and that's it. I decided to do it this way. That's all you need. Your decisions don't require a dissertation. Number 9 is that you let people interrupt you without any consequence. You're in the middle of making a point. Someone just cuts you off and starts talking, and you just stop. You let them take over. You wait politely for your turn, and maybe you try to jump back in later if there's an opening. This is a dominance test, and you failed it completely. When you allow interruptions without any pushback, you're saying what you have to say matters more than what I have to say. You just placed yourself beneath them in the hierarchy. The fix is to keep talking right through it, or stop and stare at them until they realize what they just did, or address it directly with, I wasn't finished. Assert your right to complete your own thoughts. Number 10 is that you seek validation constantly. Does this look okay? Was that the right thing to say? What do you think I should do about this situation? You need external confirmation for absolutely everything. You can't trust your own judgment. You need other people to tell you you're making acceptable choices. This broadcasts insecurity at maximum volume. You're telling everyone, I don't trust myself at all. Please tell me I'm acceptable. The fix is to make decisions and own them. Stop asking for permission to exist. You already know deep down what you think about most things. Number 11 is that you fold under the slightest pressure. Someone pushes back on a boundary you set, and you immediately cave. Well, I guess I could make an exception. Maybe just this once. If you really need me to, then fine. You had a clear boundary, they tested it, and you collapsed instantly. Now they know with complete certainty that your boundaries are negotiable, that your no doesn't actually mean no, that you can be pressured into anything with minimal effort. The fix is to hold the line. No is a complete sentence all by itself. When you set a boundary, you need to defend it every single time. Number 12 is that you wait for permission to leave. The conversation is clearly over. The meeting is done, but you don't leave. You hover around awkwardly. You wait. You look around for some kind of signal that it's okay to go now. You're literally waiting for permission to exit, like a child asking to be excused from the dinner table. Strong people leave when they're done. Weak people wait to be dismissed. The fix is that when you're done, you're done. Say, I'm heading out, and stand up and leave. You don't need anyone's permission, so there are your 12 signals, 12 ways you're broadcasting weakness without saying a single word about it. And here's what you need to understand. These aren't permanent personality traits you're stuck with. They're just habits, which means every single one of them can be changed starting today. You don't have to fix all 12 at once. Pick the 3 that you recognize yourself doing the most, and focus on killing those 3 this week. Stop apologizing for existing. Hold eye contact just a bit longer. Take up the space you're in. set boundaries, and actually defend them when they're tested. Because here's the truth that nobody wants to say out loud. The world doesn't respect weakness. It exploits weakness. And every signal you're sending is telling people you're either strong or you're prey. You get to choose which one you want to be. And if you found yourself doing more than 3 of these, you're not alone in this. Most people walk around broadcasting weakness constantly without even realizing it. The difference is that now you can actually see it clearly, which means you can fix it. It's quite simple, really.